is going to be our greatest sale of all time. Of course, I'll say that for the next sale, too. We're going to use this same footage. Aren't we, Steven? Steven, please! We have to sell this stuff or we're going to go bankrupt. Oh, where's Kurt? I can't. He didn't come in yet, did he? Kurtie! Maybe he'll help tonight. We always have our big load of extra, well, let's call them guest stars. They're all going to join us for our sale today. I hope. Stick around, folks, because it's coming. It's coming. Well, so's Christmas. Are you ready for another best offer sale at TNT Amusements? It's going to start soon. This is our preview screen. Yes, that's good. You said yes. What about you, Chris? Are you excited about our best offer sale coming up? Oh, Zachary, what about you?
Sounds pretty cool.
Oh, gosh. You better stick around, folks, because on your telescreen in front of you is going to be our greatest sale of all time. Of course, I'll say that for the next sale, too. We're going to use this same footage. Aren't we, Steven? Steven, please! We have to sell this stuff or we're going to go bankrupt. Oh, where's Kurt? I can't. He didn't come in yet. Is this thing on? Gillian, are we on? I know. I can see that. That's an effect. We have to do an effect. You know, I'm the Mr. Rogers of pinball. Anyway, listen, guys, thanks for watching tonight. We actually got on air 2 minutes before the official auction time. We won't start the auction until we have 50 on, because it's not really fair to me, because I want to sell this crap. Actually, the first thing is a buy it now, so somebody could probably buy it. But then they might if we only have a few viewers. But it is a live sale. And what we're going to be doing tonight is selling games 3 ways. Items. Now, if you've watched before, you're familiar with it. But we offer our items for sale 3 ways. Number 1 is a best offer. So whoever makes the highest offer, once the counter counts out, wins it. Number 2, we have the right price. So I already figured out what I want for something. You have to guess the right price, the price I want to sell it for. Now, so you type in what you're willing to pay for it. That's all you have to do. Now, whoever guesses it right on or is closest to it but above will win it. So let's say I wanted $60 for something, and you typed, good night, Stephen. We'll see you Monday. Because tomorrow is Father's Day. Steven's probably being taken out to dinner. I am. I'm going to be going out to dinner. Anyway, the right price. So if I wanted $50 for something, but you don't know what I want, but you said the most I'm going to go on that is 40, and then somebody else said, well, you know what? I'm willing to go 65. They type 65 in. You'll see all the bids on the telescreen. Then somebody else bids 80. And then somebody else bids 55. And then we have 20. I mean, you can actually bid 0. And I'm going to tell you why you might want to bid 0 very soon. We have a special treat tonight. So you go through all the bidding, okay? And then we're going to reveal the price. We have a countdown, so you have 20 more seconds to change your bid. Whoever guesses it right on. Now, who would win that item that I wanted $50 for? Well, the guy that bid 55. The guy that bid 80 doesn't get it. Oh, and I could have gotten 80. I know. But I don't want 80. I want 55. 50. And he bid 55, so he gets it. That's pretty great, isn't it? I'm pretty great, aren't I? And the last thing is a buy it now. The first item of tonight, we only have 20 watching. So 20 watching is not enough to start the auction. Because probably nobody will bid on these. But we're going to wait another minute. Because you know it is only 7:01. Oh, listen, Jillian suggested a great idea. Jillian's suggestion. Jillian, by the way, listen, wait a minute. Can you turn Mr. Camera? I want to see Megan. So we have Jillian is watching. Megan is watching, or Megan's helping. Megan is Jillian's wife, and this is Dad. This is Barry. He's come along for the ride. And Terry is doing a party. We actually have a surprise 40th party, and he's going to come in and say hello. We're going to get some more viewers first, but he's going to come in. They used to have their party here when they were little. Isn't that neat? Because I've been doing parties longer than anybody on the planet other than Chuck E. Cheese. Arcade parties. So Nolan Bushnell and Chuck E. Cheese has done more parties than me. I'm second in the world. Of course, my pigeon guy would say I'm nothing, and I've done nothing.
Well, he knows a lot about number 2. So.
He does. Oh, he's watching. He's going to give us a thumbs down. Listen, this is an opportunity to put a thumbs up. And I'm looking over here. We have a lot of our regulars. We have Acid Rain. We have Jackie. We have Cold Guitar. Oh, I can't even read that. Boy, Cold Guitar, Logica, Hyper Mode, Sentire Interim, who has said howdy. Punch Out Artist is here. Dave Repairs. We have Dan Alexander. I think I mentioned Jack's already. Digital Confusion. Chuck of Puck Checker fame. He brings us great food. And, of course, we have my muscle man, the Swole Dad Pitbull. That's Steve. Is he big? And we have Sir Tinley and Gold Wings. And Dave Durango, was watching our live Twitch feed with Jillian and Megan on their channel. Jillian and Megan have a wonderful Twitch channel called Infinite Thriver. And it's rather interesting, but if you subscribe, then you'll know when she goes online. We did a great video today for Led Zeppelin. How long was the telecast, Jillian?
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. You can watch it now on Twitch if you want to. You go twitch.tv and then type in Infinite Thriver. I had your paper up here. Jillian, would you type that into the window?
Oh, sure.
So Jillian's going to type it in. And let's see. Hey, you is here. Scott, Alex. Alex, before I put that, you didn't answer me. Did you want the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 board at the price we agreed on? If you do, I will pull it and we'll change the auction up. It says turn the volume up. Let me move Mr. Microphone closer. I'm moving Mr. I just saw that. You did. Okay. Okay. And Alex says bags. But, Alex, you got to give me an answer so we can switch this. The TNT message is the Twitch TV Infinite Thriver. If you click on that now, it'll open up. That'll open up in a separate window, right? If they click on you?
Yes.
And then you can click on subscribe and then come back. Follower, yes. So thank you, Chuck. I'm glad you watched. I didn't know you were watching. Oh, you know what? You may have watched the rerun. You know what? That's a good game. Everybody tore Led Zeppelin apart. It's a great game. It's nothing like Steve Ritchie ever did. People just gave it a bum rap, those creeps. That was creepy. Listen, you can't have every pinball can't be the same. Steve Ritchie made a whole new game. Not even, I kept telling him, I argued with him, that's not a Steve Ritchie game. I'm very impressed.
Dad, I have the birthday boy.
The birthday boy, come over. Now, you may have to scrunch down. This young man, you can see the preview here. This man is celebrating his 4-0 today.
3-0.
3-0. Oh, God, I added
Oh,
10
that
years.
old.
I was looking at him and going, boy, he doesn't look 40. He looks 20. He looks 20.
Well, that
Can
works.
you believe he's 30? And when was the last time you were here?
I was a little kid, I think.
A little
It's
kid.
been years.
We've been doing parties 34 years. A long time. As my wife says, close down. And I said, oh, great. What do you think a 65-year-old fat man's going to do? Think about it. What can I do? I could walk at Walmart as a greeter.
No,
I
this is
certainly
better.
can't stock the
This
shelves.
is a lot better.
Plus, we're having a lot of fun. We have a lot of people watching now. Mr. Microphone, stop by to pick you up later. Is that a joke? I don't get that one. Okay. Look, we're getting some happy birthdays.
Thank you.
We are getting some happy birthdays. And they all want me to say, bags! That goes back about 4 years. Yes, we have a video called About Bags. It's a video game that was supposed to be big. It's actually not bad, but if you're throwing, it's like cornhole. It's cornhole. But I made fun of the fact that they're all sitting around the boardroom trying to come up with a name for their cornhole game, a video game. You use a trackball. And I said one of the guys stood up and shouted, bags! And everybody clapped and said, that's it. Of course, it opened and closed, and the guy was probably fired. But he had fun for a minute. He was a big hit for a minute.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So my dad showed me a video of your old commercials and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Yep.
And, he's always showing me things, but there was I think it was YouTube we were watching, but you were throwing arcade machines off the roof.
Yes.
Were they working machines out? Like,
No, they were part. Well, it was just like things you see on TV. We put boards in them, but all the boards were bad. So we took a game. Now I threw a Mario Andretti off the roof. I left those boards in them because it was in a fire, and the boards were actually melted a little.
oh, well,
The game was junk, but you couldn't tell. Do you know how when you take a picture or a video of something, it looks better on the video than in person?
right.
So we threw it off the roof because it was junk. It would never work again. Who am I going to sell it to?
Yeah, right.
And back then, the video games and pinball machines had virtually no value like they do today. I would never throw those games off the
Yeah.
roof because I could have sold the Mario Andretti just as it was for $1,000 now. But back then, it was
Pieced them
worthless.
together and-
Well, they could have fiddled with it.
Yeah.
A lot of the people watching like to fiddle. They put two parts together to make one. Now, we're doing that with a Gottlieb pinball called Spring Break. I'm going to make one really nice one out of two. But the parts machine will be parts. It could never be sold as a complete machine unless somebody else had a parts machine.
Gotcha.
So you have to kind of. I'm not stupid, but well, actually, my wife thinks I am, but it's another reason not to get married.
54 watching.
Oh, good. We're up to 54. We have enough. 54 is the magic number. Now we can start our auction. And I was going to show this young man what we're going to sell, and then I know he wants to get back to his party. Do you know what this is? This is a multicade Marquee, and we didn't use it after all. So I'm going to sell these two parts. They're brand new. They're repros, obviously, but there's also a control panel, okay? And we come up with a really cheap price to sell the two together. Now, I'm going to let you do the magic words. See, it's a buy it now. See item number 1 up on the screen. Jillian's going to put a price up. I want to sell the two together. Now, remember, everything is plus shipping, but I can ship this in a roll, cheap. I can roll this and put it in a tube.
We could also fold it.
We could fold it.
We could fold it.
I could fold it in a tiny envelope. That's another joke. Folded and not rolled. Anyway, you say put the price up. Go ahead.
Put the price up.
Here it goes. $40. It's sold. Gone. Phil has purchased this. Phil, you're here with us. He's in Pittsburgh. Phil, it's good to have you here, young man. And look, you made our first purchase of the day. And by the way, these will cost you more than 40 if you buy them separately anyway. But we just wanted to get rid of them. What are you going to do with it, Phil? Well, we certainly have to keep it here. We can't put it up front because this man's party's going on. As a matter of fact, your cake is any minute, right?
Yes, sir.
He's going to have cake, and I'll tell you what, we'll run another cartoon. You
will.
better.
Definitely
We're going to get a piece. And he's not 40, he's 30. Oh, God. I feel like a big fat fool. Well, actually, I am. I am.
Nah, it's good.
Happy birthday,
Thank
young
you.
man.
You got an awesome place.
Thank you, sir.
Really do. Thank
Hey,
you.
thanks. Thanks for being in the video.
Thank you.
Now, we are ready for another item.
And
Now.
this is the right price.
All right, this is the right price. It means you're going to guess, oh, listen, I wanted you to lower the price by $5.
Yep.
Can you do that now?
I can do
Now, by the way, I do want to tell you, I want to make an announcement. Tonight, we are giving away a really nice T-shirt for the hardtop pinball playfields, free. And we're going to do a random choice. But for you to do this, you have to bid even zero. So at some point tonight, we're going to do this. We were talking about doing it around item 27. So everybody'd have a chance. If you put a bid in tonight's show, good, we have Paul's done a zero. So Paul will be in the computer. Jillian has a program, and you'll see the names flipping by, and it'll stop automatically at whoever made any bid at all. So if you haven't made a bid, you can put. Oh, is it? I'm going to wait for my broccoli pizza. But we have pizza now. It's nice he sent us pizza, but I ordered chicken and broccoli. A small one, of course. So we get back to it. So Duke Nukem is in for 5. Dr. Dude is in for 10. Obviously, they don't want to win this, okay? But by doing that, you'll be part of the sale. I'll remind you again. Now, this came out of the Judge Dredd in the back. If you've been watching, we put a color display in it. It displays perfectly. There's a little tiny bit of burn in it, but it works perfect. Every dot is bright and clear, and I've come up with a price that it will sell for sure. A PCB junkie, you're safe. Minus $1,000. I like that. Hey, you know what? We can have fun that way. It doesn't hurt because now PCB is now. If he doesn't buy anything, he's the fellow that makes these wonderful. I'm going to show it. PCB is one of the 3 wonderful people that make these JAMA adapters. God bless you. I'm not kidding. These are wonderful. And they adapt your game to JAMA. This way I can sell all this garbage and not have to wire up every cabinet. So he's up in Canada. He makes weird ones that nobody else makes. Now, I know some other people have been making them. I've been trying to find one for Crazy Climber. I have 2 Crazy Climber boards, but I could test it when I had the game here. But I don't have a game now, and I want to try to list them. We have a ton of boards coming in, a ton of them. But Joe's in the hospital. He had to get not a bypass. He had something with his heart. Oh, gosh, right out of my head. On Friday. So we can't go over to his place and get any more things. We're going to continue. I'm sorry I'm rambling. Here it is. Start the countdown. Jillian's going to start the countdown. It will sell. Who guessed the price, A, right on, or B, was right over? You could still add, if you see a spot missing, you could still stick an ad, a post-it. It has sold $52. Okay, it has sold. Retro Gaming won this for $75. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And Retro is he's a regular buyer from me. Okay, now let's do some quick calculations. If the bill is $52, what's a good tip? $1? Should I give him 53 or 52.50. I gave him 60 for God's sakes. Do you think I'm that stupid and that wretched and that horrible?
Yes.
Oh. Listen, you tip anybody that comes to your house and gives you a service. They deliver the washer, you tip them. Okay? If they deliver something to you. Now, the only thing that doesn't qualify is the mailman or the UPS guy. Okay, you don't tip them. But if they deliver something bulky or set something up or bring it in, you tip them. They deliver a piano to you. You get your piano moved from site A to site B. Happy birthday. They tip you. You tip the piano movers. They already get a salary, but you give them they take good care of your piano. I wish I won a piece of cake. Anyway. And I'm trying to remember. I try to remember the cartoons. I've been selling the cartoons, the 16 millimeters. They're going for crazy prices. A lot more than what I paid for them. I can't keep them all. All right. Now, we are up to... Is it Pop? Yeah, we're up to Popeye. I'm going to bring the next board down, too. Popeye, I'm not even going to plug it in. I'm going to show you the board. The board is very clean. It has all the connectors. But this suffered the fate of somebody needing the ROMs to burn for another game. There was a time when this board had zero value. Zero. Except for the ROMs. So Joe probably took the ROMs out, erased them, and put them someplace else. The processors are here, both of the processors, and the RAMs. Okay, on the other side, ROM. But the larger chips here that couldn't be erased are present. So the board is super clean. Do the Popeye boards have the monitor pots on them? I don't see them. There's no jumper, power jumper. Okay? No, it doesn't have them. So there it is. I was just going to say the minimum's been met. CUDA sales. You notice some of them say, what is it, not met? Minimum's not met, but it did meet it. So it will sell. And Jillian is going to hit the start to start the countdown. Last time I tried burning ROMs, I set my toilet on fire. Well, that sounds interesting. All right, Gold Wings says, Marcy, it was just an educated guess based upon science in previous sessions here on the TNT Fame boards. Is it Fame? Okay. I didn't read it. Joe, hey, Joe, you made it. Joe lives in Florida. And, oh, you know what? I didn't look at Crystal. Crystal is present. She's actually strapped down to the... So she's been strapped in place.
We are sold.
It's sold for $55 to CUDA sales. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm hoping that the board is so clean that there's a good chance the board works. If that had ROMs in it, or if it was only missing one, I have some boards missing one ROM. And we're hoping to find a parts one, and maybe the ROM's in that. So we're not showing all of them. Now, let me tell you a little about this. We got a Miss Pac-Man in trade, and we converted it to a multicade. We've done over 2,000 multicade conversions now. 2,000. Okay, and we're not making the cabinets new, a fake cabinet with fake art and all that crap. No. We're taking original cabinets and converting them. I guess that's not quite as bad, but anyway, I have a conversion board here. What we did is we put 4 new capacitors in it. We cleaned up the board. We've wire tied the daughter boards. And the end result, folks, is a Mrs. Pac-Man that actually works. Now, we have this as a best offer. Is this best offer? It is. So the reserve is $100. So whoever makes is the picture on?
It's on. It's upside down.
Well, yes. Some boards are upside down, some are not. But kids go bonkers for Mrs. Pac-Man. So there it is. The most alluring, most wonderful game on planet Earth. Does anybody want this for $100? I'm shocked. I thought we'd have 10 bids, but we don't. And you know, I should look for Crystal's laying flat on this. You know, they learned their lesson. They learned their lesson about putting crystals standing straight up, because people tend to break off a stand-up transistor. Look at that. Yeah, it's reverse control. Yeah, it takes a while to get used to it. Start the countdown. There doesn't appear to be any interest in this, which is surprising because I thought everybody wanted Miss Pac-Man. You know, I should put into the next show an ugly Miss Pac-Man with rust all over it that powers up, but leave the old crusty caps in it. It is not sold, so this is off the venue. Okay, I guess people are happy. They don't want the Miss Pac. Oh, wait a minute. Acid Rain jumped in at the... God, I thought the countdown turned to 0. It didn't. So Acid is now the high bidder. That will be... Actually, Acid, this is the first. This is the lowest price I've ever sold a Miss Pac-Man board with new caps in it, of all things. You won. Acid Rain, the cheapest Miss Pac-Man board on planet Earth. Okay. We are now up to I'm going to bring a couple things down. We're up to a scrambler board. The stool. That's right. Okay. The stool's on the side. I have a couple left of these. These have been very good seller for us. They really have. We've now sold, I think, 16 of them. Mike from Automated got a deal on the last Atari stools from the disastrous game Breakout. Complete disaster, unfortunately. And, I wonder, can you pick that up? Just pick up the phone. It'll automatically connect, Jillian. Yeah, just pick it straight up. I don't think Terry's going to... Here we are. Is it Tammy? Ask her if did they do the second show?
Did you get the second show? He wants to know. Yeah.
Oh, good. Did they have a good turnout, even with the rain? Good. Tell her I'm very happy. Good. I was so worried. My daughter was in 12 Angry Jurors today. There were 2 shows. The 1 o'clock show, no rain. But the 5 o'clock show began with a storm at 4. It poured at 4 o'clock for like 5 minutes. We were hoping that was the end of it. However, it wasn't. It rained again a little bit. But it's an outdoor theater. Now, just so you're interested, if any of you are in the area, I will be going on Father's Day to the Hansel Theater in Doylestown. So, if you want to go to the show, it's free. It's at 1 o'clock. 12 Angry Jurors originally was filmed with Henry Fonda as the lead juror as 12 Angry Men in 1958. It won several Academy Awards. It's 90 minutes. The play is 2. And it's about one juror, a Puerto Rican man, this is 58, is accused of murder. And they have evidence. So when the jurors went into the jury box, they did a quick poll, and 11 of them said he's guilty. And 1, Henry Fonda, said he's not guilty. And one by one, Henry Fonda proves why he's not guilty. A different reason for each of the 11 jurors. The last juror thought he was guilty because he was Puerto Rican. Is literally handling racism in 1958. That's something. So Tammy is juror 5. She has the sequence with the knife. She is the knife juror. So we're hoping that it'll be a hit tomorrow. I'm anxious to see it. Anyway, look, Atari stool. This is a buy it now, right?
I believe so.
Okay, let me look. I should be looking. Now, listen. If you go on eBay right now, you will find this stool between $180 and $225. I'm going to put a price up that'll leave you in tears. The cheapest price for a brand new stool, will ship it in the Atari box. So we'll put strapping tape around it. You're not going to get this one. I still have some new ones in the box. Jillian is going to hit the price. Does anybody want to give me $150 for this stool? Acid Rain has bought it. It is sold. We are running out of them. There'll be no more. Because the game these stools were made for are pretty much finished. And these are the leftover stock. And I don't think they're going to make any more ever. So thank you, sir. And we will ship out a new sealed one to you on Monday. By the way, we ship everything pretty fast. I ship a lot of the stuff Monday. I'm going to send you bills tomorrow. What is Star Trek? Here we are. Pardon me. I need a little bit of my coffee is no longer hot. My Queen Esther mug no longer shows color. However, one of you lovely people could bring over a slice. Oh. By the way, is the soda machine still on free play? Meaning the door is loose? Or did some horrible person? Somebody locked it. God, I hate people. I really do. Now listen, I told those idiots to leave it unlocked. I'm going to kill someone. See, I can still talk because I'm off camera. I have my magic keys. Look, it's a Raven a pinball machine, Bob. Could you get me a Diet Pepsi Zero? That would be the last or next to the last column on the left, Megan. Thank you. Now, we have rather interesting thing. Puck Chucker has bought several of these already. This is probably, I think, the rarest one so far. These are Star Trek journals. They were little magazines. They made one a month to give you tips on fixing your rubbish that you were buying. There were no trade secrets or anything published. And one man came up with this idea, and it actually kept it open in business. I think he stayed operating for 20 years. Thank you. I even wrote some repair articles for it, but I don't remember which one. Toward the, I think like 83, 84, 85, they put the writers, the actual person who wrote the article in. But what makes these so neat is it gives you a really interesting picture of what life was like in March of 1980. Be it Star Technician. Look at that picture there. Jillian, could you use the zoom a little? Because what I'm going to do is show that's it. And I can, yes, that's perfect. And I can adapt the picture as I see it. Could that be me, Jillian?
Yeah, that could be you.
All right, troubleshooting.
He's about to sing YMCA.
I was going to say he's ready for the leather bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Troubleshooting Gottlieb power supplies. The contents on this is Gottlieb power supplies. Here's something interesting. Cinematronics Sundance schematic changes. Sundance, I saw 3 of them. Quadra-scan monitor repair. That's the vector beam. Rockola constant scan condition. Midway's Seawolf 2 color monitor connections and speed race. And also Bally's Playboy transmitter or transformer schematic misprint. So they must have tracked something down. Now here's, for instance, this page here. This is, I call this late night reading in bed, A. or toilet reading when you're sitting on the toilet. It's just a whole nother world. They were simple in the beginning. This is a whole year. So, and they're all in order. March, April, May. They're in these fancy books. Look, they didn't change the picture. That could be me. Back then, maybe.
Still the same $50 I bid.
Okay. Asteroids, switch settings, changing Rockola carriage housing, midway service bulletins for Space Invaders Deluxe. Puck Chucker has had a lot of fun reading these. So, anyway, let me see if there's any more before we start the countdown. Atari Superman Potential Amnesia Victim. Stern Galaxy Ron Mod. I remember that Superman Potential Amnesia Victim before. This goes March 80 to February 81. Wonder what was around in February. In a minute, we're going to start the countdown. Here it is. Hold on, plop. Done reading. Oh, I do shop at John Sedway. Oh, look. Oh, God, this is precious. Wedge base bulbs. Another bright idea from Bally. My God, the 555, and they put a full-page ad. Bally's new lamp program was developed with your game operations in mind. This new wedge-based bulb was designed by General Electric at Bally's request. This is true. The original bulb was a 444 with a wedge, and we discussed that in, believe it or not, 2 days ago, my video for $6 Million Man. We got in 1978, Bally did 100 $6 Million Mans using a wedge-based bulb, a 444. The bulb did not hold up. It burned out quick. They redesigned it to the 555, but waited 2.5 years and used it the first time on 8-Ball Deluxe. Isn't that something? You'll find that fascinating. Bally, Xenon Speech PCB, Centauri service notes for Targ and Maxi Eagle games, microprocessor troubleshooting, Midway Space Encounter strobe modifications to make your strobe unit more dependable. Hey, I bet a lot of these things are missing. People, and look, Seeburg Phono. This is the Seeburg's final machine, right there, the disco. I thought it was after 81. The Seeburg phonograph is back in production at Stern Electronics. Seeburg was purchased by Stern. Seeburg phonograph is back and Stern's got it. The same Stern, folks. The countdown is done. Puck Chucker, you are the winner for $50. Thank you very much. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this. You're going to have the whole file. We still have more, but there's not that many left. There's a lot of loose ones. I guess we're going to have to sell the loose ones, aren't we? We're up to item 6 at 7:34. We got started a little late because we were waiting for enough people. We have 100 watching now, though, folks. And we've already met the birthday boy, who I accidentally said was 30 or 40. This is Stern's Scrambler. Scrambler came out in 1980. Okay. It's a double board. You know, the original Scramblers had ROM package sealed in epoxy on the side because they were worried people would cheat them out of their ROMs and copy their ROMs. Now, here's the deal with this. We can hear the sound, but ever so slightly, and the volume's at full blast. So there's something going on with the, I don't know if you can hear that. You can hear a little of the sound, but the amplifier is running, so it may be the preamp. So you're going to have to do some work on this. But Buckler has already reached the reserve at $55. Board is clean as a whistle, doesn't have any visible damage on the board. And Crystal is nicely laying down. Crystal's laying flat. She's actually strapped in. They learned their lesson, didn't they? They learned their lesson. Didn't they, Terry? I could use a piece of pizza. I guess not. Double Aaron is now the high bidder. Aaron, we missed you, young man. You got to come back. Aaron drives down. That's a long drive, actually. It's almost 90 minutes, but he comes down and visits with us. It's interesting. Aaron comes 90 minutes from the north. Aaron, you were the winner. And Timmy and Shawnee come from the south. They come and visit us. Aaron, I think you got a good deal on that. Don't you think so, Terry? Thank you. Appreciate it. I didn't hear from Alex, so I'm guessing he doesn't want this board.
Barbecue chicken?
Yes, barbecue chicken. I wasn't supposed to get barbecue chicken? Oh, it's nice. Well, can you get me a paper towel? And then, here, wait a minute. Let me show it to them. Come on. Here. They want to see what the hell I'm eating. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I'm just going to eat most of it. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, baby. Isn't my daughter wonderful? Oh, we wanted to discuss doing a Tuesday. Not this coming Tuesday, but the next Tuesday, and canceling Saturday night. Is that a possibility?
Until 5 every day.
Right, but if you think you can get here by 7?
I don't know. I just can't be out late.
Well, no, it would be over by 9:30. Well, that's what we're thinking of doing. Do you have to check your thing because we want to tell people? I don't know. I was looking to see. Chicken is, yes. This is chicken and broccoli. She gave me some. We're good. All right, now I found an ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 board. A wonderful board. Can you cock the camera a hair your way, please? There we are. It's loading. Now we'll let the screen load. Now, you know what? It came up with that before. And I'll turn it off and on and it'll be fine. It says one of these. But I'll turn it off and on and then that ROM goes away. Let me let it start. Ah, yes, I will be sitting down and reading your journals. I will. Go Wings says, yes, Pinball PA is in Pittsburgh. And the people have a lot of fun there, don't they? Everybody seems to have a good time. Now, the beautiful thing about Mortal 3 is that the soundboard and everything is all enclosed. Now, in a minute, obviously, the camera is recording that goofy wave going through it. Now, I'm going to restart it to show you that ROM error goes away. So the board has a reset button on it, which I just pushed. Thank you. Jay Jones says, buy Todd's junk. I can be happy eating a vegetarian pizza. It might sound boring, but if you get it one from a place that makes really good. I agree with you. Vegetarian pizza is good.
Is this the airport?
Robbie, Brother Rob went to Tammy's play today, but because it was so hot, he left during intermission. But it was hot. It was 85 degrees in the sun. So That darn thing is coming up with the error again. Nope. Anyway, it is JAMA. I don't know because I have played it and it's come up without the error. So we've had it come up. So maybe the chip has to get reseated. The labels are not on most of the chips, the silver labels. Anyway, we're going to start the countdown because right now it will sell. It's past its reserve. Rich is the high bidder. MK4 is now the high bidder. I see these ultimates. This is an ultimate. I see ultimates selling for crazy prices. This is the lowest price I've ever seen an ultimate for. Now, the nice thing about this is we will ship it right out. We'll ship it the cheapest way, either UPS or Priority Mail, to the high bidder. Every time you make a new bid, it resets the counter to 20 seconds. We find that... That's right, Robbie. You do have to be careful. Alex, there's Alex. Alex has stepped in. My brother is funny, but we miss him. Well, Rich, it looks like Rich is the high bidder. Oh, and as soon as this auction goes, I'm going to push our T-shirt again. Rich is the high bidder. Acid Rain went to where I could. There's a local guy. I used to get them from China, but the wait is so long. It's actually not that bad. I've never had a failure, but the problem is you have to wait like 3 weeks to get them from China. There's a guy locally. It's just like $1 more, and I just get them from him. The listing's actually on eBay. And, God, we bought hundreds of them. Haven't we? Yes, one more. Rich is the high bidder. Thank you, sir. I think it's a great deal. I hope you're happy, Rich. And once again, don't worry about bidding yet. Because thank you, sweetie. This is I'll be done, so you can put this in the fridge.
Done?
Well, for now, if any of you want some chicken with broccoli, it's very good. I don't see much. Barry, chicken pizza?
No, I couldn't finish.
No.
Half of a sub here.
Jillian and Megan and Barry brought me some wonderful barbecue brisket from Sturbridge, Massachusetts. God, I forgot the name of the place again. Can you? PT's. PT. Oh, BT's Smokehouse.
His name is Brian.
Brian something or another. It starts with a T. Maybe Todd. Brian Todd, no. Anyway, it's actually within walking distance to that wonderful hotel we'll all be in November at the Pintastic Show. A wonderful show. I will be there. Jillian will be there. Megan will be there. Barry will be there. Frank will be there. The twins are coming. Probably. Pretty much everybody. We have 3 boards to show you. I made this sale it's a reserve. Okay, reserve of 40. This is a Akari Warriors. Now we put it's unmolested. Oh gosh. That's probably why it doesn't work. It's missing a ribbon cable. Well, that's probably why it almost works. Let me see if I can find a ribbon I can pop off of something. I'm off camera, just so you know, but I'm fiddling around over here trying to find Mr. Ribbon. I can't believe it. We'll still keep it in the auction, but somebody can actually... I have no idea whether it's going to fix it. Let's just re-say that. So, Am I going to be able to find a ribbon? Is there a ribbon on this? Yes, we can use this one. Okay. I hope that's the same one. I'll know in a second, won't I? Thank you, sir.
It's fun to find out.
It's fun to find out. Will it work? Nobody noticed the ribbon cable was missing. Akari Warriors uses that funky joystick. You know, the one that you spin. Now, wouldn't it be neat if this worked? And as I said, once again, it will stay in the auction. All right, here we go. It's loading. Well, it looks like it's out of sync. I think that's a safe bet. I see words. I don't know if it's on free play. Let me hit the start button. It's not starting.
It's not complete, Joe.
Well, I don't know what it is. But obviously, it now has the ribbon cable. So I don't understand the sort of works. But there we go. I'm just going to try. I'm going to turn it off and on again. I think it's worth it. Robert Freeman is the high bidder. And you know, did you see it did look like it loaded? It's booting. There's nothing missing that I see on the top board. I'm pressing the chips in now. Oh, you can see. You know, one of my haters said I'm a wannabe Mr. Rogers. Oh, I want to be Mr. Rogers. Of course I want to be Mr. Rogers. One of the most amazing men on planet Earth. I'll try it one more time, but I don't think it's going to start now. Did you see it's loading stuff? Anyway, there it is. Akari Warriors. I don't know if I'd classify that as sort of works. But that's one. Board number 2, and this is going to sell anyway, because we have enough, we got the minimum. Number 2, now this one I know works, but the picture scrambled, it's scrambled just like that, almost as though the sync is out. But the volume pot on the top is broken off. So this is a Russian attack. Okay, it's interesting, almost as though the sync, both boards did the same thing. Don't you find that odd? Anyway, it's a Russian attack, and there's the title screen where it says Russian. I'm trying to find the stupid, dumbass, horizontal hold. That's the vertical. The little crappy controls aren't marked. Whoever designed this Hannah crap monitor should have been shot dead.
I'm surprised you haven't electrocuted yourself yet.
I'm not that stupid.
Really?
Well, anyway. Well, that is the horizontal. Oh, there we are. No. It almost cleared up. But see, there's a sync problem. Anyway, I can ring up credits. See, the credit button comes on. But because the volume controls popped off, it's not going to work. And it looks like somebody altered. Oh, no. It looks like they altered the board. There's some jumpers in there. They look like factory jumpers. Maybe for the sync. Maybe they had this synced up to something else. Anyway, that's that. Okay, and the last board, it says garbage on the screen. This is a JAMA Data East Breakthrough. I remember buying these as kits. People thought this was the cat's meow. What, God, this is horizontal again. What the heck's going on? It's almost I have a... Right, now that's a roll. Oh, well, there's garbage on the screen. So there's no... that's what it does. It doesn't power up. You know, I wonder if it's a Z80. Sometimes when you have no movement, it's the Z80. Well, we have an $85 bid for the 3 boards from PCB Junkie. Start the countdown, Jillian, please. It will sell. It's already well past its minimum that Joe wanted. That Joe has established minimums because they're his boards. So, things look good. PCB, you are the proud owner. Thank you. We will get them packaged. If you're just tuning in now, we'll package all your stuff up at the end of the show. Okay? So, you will be able to get a full price for everything, and we'll send it the cheapest possible way we can ship it. So carrier pigeon. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did, actually. I did.
It's a big carrier. It's a big carrier.
A large carrier pigeon. Okay. Apollo is our next one. Apollo is a brand spanking new back glass Mylar for Sega's Apollo 13. It's the color, as you can imagine, when they're brand new, there's no fade. The colors are brilliant. They're brilliant. The rocket is orange. The faces, there's Gary Sinise. There's all of our favorite Apollo guys. And Phil is now the high bidder on a brand new, and I can ship this rolled or I can fold it into a tiny little square box. Start the countdown. Phil, you're going to win this so far, young man. And we're keeping things moving. Phil, are you going to be the winner? Uh-oh. It looks like you are. Baby, you are. Thank you, sir. We do appreciate it. Phil's been a big supporter of TNT. We do appreciate it. It's always good to have somebody that likes me. It kind of negates the haters. I'm going to remind everybody again, to please bid because we're going to be giving away a T-shirt. I have a video clip too. A brand new T-shirt with the famous "Stay Hard" on the back. This is for the hardtop pinball machine, and you saw this in the video, the live video, or the new video we posted about the pinball hardtop on Thursday. These wonderful guys make these hardtops. That's really great. To get this, to be in the drawing, you have to be recorded for at least a 0 bid. So if you have not already registered, you only appear once. Once you register, you're done. All you have to do is bid at least 0, and you will be in the computer. These are brand new, old school buttons. I told him to go up and bring me down 40.
Size on the shirt's an extra large, right?
Oh, let me look. Excuse me. Let's see, the next level. XX large, so it's 2X. It's a 2X shirt. Hydraulic has put his bid in. China has put their bid in. Viscount, Alpha, and Brad. They've all put in bids. We have 40 brand new buttons. He has a mix of buttons here. And I'm going to get... Oh, he's got long and short. So he's got 10 long white. These are actually a cream. They're really great buttons. They're really light to the touch. He has 10 short white. He has 10 short red clear. Now, these are harder to push, but if you needed a lighter touch, these are great for start buttons. For like Robotron, if you want to light your start buttons, these are fine. If you wanted to use them as fire buttons, excuse me again, I'd suggest you slide the C-ring off, the C-clip, and cut a few windings out of the spring. And 10, these really nice, light red ones. Okay? They're not orange, they're like red. Now, we have a bid. So Duke Nukem, you're already in it, young man. He put in -10. You already entered, so you're all part of the... Duke Nukem is Lenny. He comes and volunteers here all the time. And my only reward for Lenny is I feed him at Daddy Pop's or at Applebee's. I think he's mostly Daddy Pop's. He starts his morning early, and he's out of here before rush hour. Anyway, there's the amount. We have a price prefigured. Now, that means we have 40 buttons for a certain price. That means if you hit the price correctly, either right on the button or $5 over, or in some cases, depending on the bid, $10 over, or whatever, the closest person to my price or right above it wins it. If not, the counter will go back to 0. Start the counter. Let's see if any of these bids will win my beautiful buttons. How is the party going, Terry? Not a lot of bids tonight. Nope. I suspect... Oh, the counter stopped. We didn't get enough of a bid. Start the counter. We're going to do one more time to see. Now you're getting 40 buttons. The cheapest you'll find these are $1.99. Can't buy the buttons any cheaper anywhere. And we didn't do these buttons last week. We did the brand new micro switch buttons. Nope. No sale. These go back into inventory. We are up to number 12, pinball rubbers. These are brand new. Okay. We have 120 of them. Most of them are larger ones. Okay, if you look at the sizes, we have 30 3/4, but then the next size is 3 inches. Okay, and they go up to 6 inches, which is still a little shorter than me. Did you like that? Wasn't that rude? No, me, I mean when I use a yardstick and I'm trying to measure to put these on a game. Now, the big one is perfect for a Pinbot. Pinbot has that giant side one. Okay, now, here's the deal. What we have come up with is these are perfect if you're a mechanical. By the way, mechanical games use a lot of these big rubbers. They're famous for that. The big rubbers, if you buy them singly, are $2 to $2.50 a piece. Some is even higher. So we're going to give you 120 of these. It's 120. It's buy it now. So I'm going to put a price up on the telescreen. You're going to see. And all you have to do is hit the buy it now button. Go ahead, Jillian. We want to sell this bag. Phil has bought them. Phil, didn't you buy the last ones? I think you did. I thought we were going to call them a certain kind of ring, the analyzer has said. Phil, do you really have that many pinball machines this size? Okay. They sold. That was quick, wasn't it? So, we move on now to Zaxxon. We found another Zaxxon board next door. I was all excited because I thought it was only missing the ribbon cable. So I found a ribbon cable and put it on. I think the guy made a note. And it works, but not right. Now, the boards are super clean. There's 2 boards to Zaxxon. This was the first game that had that 3D look when it came out. It was the Cat's Meow when it came out. In that horrible cabinet Sega made. Oh my God, that horrible wood cabinet with no on-off switch, a big-ass fan in the back that was not only loud, but it drew all this crud into the cabinet. The coin shot chutes on the front that if the game wasn't perfectly level, the quarters wouldn't go through. What a toilet that was. I have to readjust this because we had turned it all over the place for the other game. There we are. Now, here's the problem. There's stuff missing. Let me turn the brightness up a little bit. So it seems to be there. Now the sound is there, but it's not right. See, now if you watch the screen here, the ship, I think it disappears. So if you're watching your TV screen, when it goes to the left, yeah, see how it disappeared? It's weird. Now, oh, I hope you had fun. Do you want to come on the screen? One more time. They're leaving me. Now you can watch the rerun. So it's live now. Here, come on. You'll be in the screen. Oh, look. He brought me pizza. Look. Come closer. The lad has given me 2 pizzas. No, they're taking them home. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you, Todd.
Thanks. I'm glad you came. And he's only 30.
Only 30.
He's only 30.
Thank you.
Thanks again, guys. Isn't that great? You can have your birthday here. Now, do you hear the sound? It's got that toon 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 toon, and it's just so weird. So the sound's not right. There's issues, but we have it priced cheap, and Viscountal has seen that price is good. I think it's too loud. Let me turn down. Somebody wrote on it, sound bad, graphics plain, cuts in and out. Well, you can see that. So whatever it is, maybe you can fix it. There's no molesting at all, Chuck. I always check. See, that word molesting is not a nice word, is it? But I started using it, unmolested. And people have picked up and said some horrible things that, well, I had the extra button. Anyway, we have a $50 offer. We now up to $6. Tim is here. Tim is back. It's good to have all of you watching. You know, we're up to 114. By the way, we're discussing, the countdown has started. Tim's the high bid. We're discussing doing not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday night at 7. Rather than Saturday night, because everybody goes away on the weekends. And maybe we should try a new night. It's worth a try. Tim is now the high bidder again. We have to come, and it also gives me a couple extra days to come up with more of this junk. Oh, I said junk again. I promise not to. You know, we're almost halfway through, too. The countdown started again. This count is 75. Did they trip? 30. 40. 50.
100.
You have to flip the thing down. You don't jam it. No, just flip the friggin' thing down.
She made more money off the party than you did.
Oh. I'm out at 75. Tim, you're the high bidder, young man. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. Tim, the board is super clean. I mean, it looks like brand new. Got it. Look, it even has the screws. I guess they pulled it right out of the game.
Well, that one's already sold. So it's now
This is sold. You know,
keep it moving, Todd.
so mean, so rude and crude.
Socially unacceptable.
I am, or the game sales. I'm going to bring over the one after this, too. We're up to another. Actually, no, this is my second Mercs. We got a lot of money for the working Capcom Mercs board about 5 auctions ago. You can imagine my delight. I was actually giggling with delight when I spotted this and I saw the dollar signs. I said, it's as clean as a whistle, Mercs. The problem is this the one that's as dead as a doornail? It's just very upsetting. We have a reserve of $10 on it. That's what it does. See, so it gets a little bit into the initial test. And Crapcom, I should call Crapcom up and scream. Uh-oh, Goldwing says Tuesdays are bad. Oh, God, we have to try something different. We only have 105 watching. Barry, nobody wants my shows anymore. Maybe we're doing too many. Thank you, Phil. I don't think Tim's coming. Tim lives a long way off. He lives in Maryland. It takes him 90 minutes to drive here. It's a long drive, and he's been doing double shifts. The poor guy is exhausted. Yeah, each way. But his work is 90 minutes the other direction. That man spent so much time behind the wheel. But you know what he says he loves doing?
I spent 6.5 hours to come down.
Time to hit me. But I've taken good care of you. I put them up in a really nice place. And you only encountered how many roaches so far?
No roaches, bed bugs.
Just the bed bugs.
There were bugs to take the bed away.
Well, you know what they say. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Anyway, Dave, you're right. Please hit the thumbs up. And Lenny, you got to come and join me. Anyway, we do have a $35 offer. Start the countdown. The board is clean. Nobody has dicked around with it. There's no chips missing. I mean, I looked at a picture and I didn't see any missing, at least on the top board. It's sort of... Do you see words flashing up on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. The board's not happy. But PCB Junkie, I'm sure you're going to fix it. Now, the neat thing is, it's possible the top board is good and the bottom isn't, or vice versa. The chances of both boards being bad are like almost zero. So this is a board you'd want to hang on to in case you thought you may get another one in. Terry, you be. It's the front locked, honey.
No. Did you want it locked?
Yeah, lock it. I don't want anybody creeping in. No, I'm done. I don't want to deal with people tonight. I want to deal with you. Not you, Barry. I pointed at Barry. Barry went, me? No, not you, Barry, but you on the camera. See, you're there, Barry, and the camera's here. I am the Mr. Rogers of arcade games, according to that cretin. Well, wannabe Mr. Rogers. Anyway, probably not fixable. Well, yes, PCB says probably not fixable, but do you not agree that there's a chance the bottom or the top board are good, and you may get another board in? I was doing that with the Street Fighters. Oh, by the way, I'm going to have a bunch of Street Fighters where I know the bottom board and the top board are bad. I've been going back and forth with the things. So I'm going to do that. I may do that at the next Tuesday show, right? Right? I could. Well, I could. Oh, you know what? I wanted to tell you about Tammy's show. She had a wonderful turnout, didn't she, Terry? Terry actually assisted. Come over and... Come on, Terry.
Oh, her tiara.
No, not her tiara. Tammy did the Atlanta show, and she got all these. There's the slide. She got all of these people, the stars from the show. She had 19 of the people that were involved in the making of and also the voices from Atlantis, The Lost Continent. That was in 2001. Thank you, Terry. 2001 telecast or a movie at the theater. And on the 20th day of the anniversary, she got all these people involved. These are some of the people. See, Tammy's in the upper right. She had a really slick episode where the camera stuff floated in. It is available to see on YouTube. The first 3 hours are the interviews and the contests. You just go on YouTube and say Atlantis, The Lost Empire 20th Anniversary. She got thousands of views on this thing. The whole show is 5 hours and 11 minutes. But the last 90 minutes, everybody watches the movie on their own platform. She can't put it on YouTube because of the copyrights. And then Tammy flashed on the screen all this wonderful trivia about each of the scenes they were seeing. It was terrific. It looked just like Disney did it. And a lot of the comments said it looked like just like it was a Walt Disney production. I'm very proud of her. Did a wonderful job. Maybe something will happen. Who knows? You know, you want the best for your kids. You know, I hope you always want the best for your kids, of course. It's designed that way. Thank you, Chuck. Chuck said the show was awesome. A lot of you did watch it, and I do appreciate you tuning in. It was a big help to Tammy. She did not expect. We had, I think, as many as 400 in the chat. I have never had anywhere close to that. I think somebody said the most we've ever had in a chat window is maybe 150 different people. So it was really good, especially if you're into certain movies. You know how people get involved with a movie or a pinball machine. People get obsessive and nuts over one specific thing. So and that's Tammy's. That's her love right now. My love are games. My love is doing stuff like this with you guys and being on camera and inviting Jillian and Barry and Megan down. And then you guys. We've had Gino here last week. I can't believe it was only a week ago. Gino he ran the camera and did the computer. It was just the two of us for most of the night. Kurt came in and helped out. Curdy came in. It was nice. But it's kind of neat. Anyway, our next item, we are up to item 15. We're almost at the halfway mark. Remember to bid something. You can, and I'll tell you again when we have the guess the bids, because then you're entered into our T-shirt contest. You have to make one bid, even if it's a low bid. You don't.
What T-shirt contest is that?
Wet T-shirt, of course. Can you imagine me in a wet T-shirt?
Oh God, no.
No. Listen, I found this board. I kept thinking I would be able to find a connector. It is a bootleg Pac-Man. It says here, Japanese Pac-Man resets after start. Also, either character ROM, FL or 5L or 5F is bad. What's missing two character, right? It's missing two chips. Everything else is intact on the board. I'm looking for Crystal. I already knew you were going to ask, and Crystal's laying down. So anyway, there's a bootleg one. Rather interesting. I don't want to call it awkward, but it's kind of interesting that it would be there. We have a Golden Tee 99 board that fires up and works. However, the battery's dead on this. This has a little lithium cell. But what's on the screen? It just says battery?
No, it's voltage high.
Oh, okay.
Voltage was okay. Voltage low. Right there. Voltage okay.
Okay.
Okay, we just reset. Press start to continue.
Oh, yeah. The battery's dead.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, shit. It's got sound.
Wow.
Well,
It's a beautiful picture.
works, bad sound. You know what? That sound's not right.
Sounds right.
Actually, I'm not sure. I never heard it go do do. I never. There's probably a problem with it. Okay, well, there we go. The sound status is flashing, and the 5 volts flashing, but the board's running, and it's a JAMA board. So that's Golden Tee 99. By the way, if you have any Golden Tee 90, actually not all the 96s, 97, 98, 99, 2K, or Classics, you can move the 4 ROMs. So you only need one working board, and then you need 4 ROMs to change different courses is basically what it gives you. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction.
Digital confusion just said it sounds probably fine. It just has horrible sound.
Oh! I am insatiable.
No, that said unstable.
Oh, unstable. No, it doesn't. That was mean. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I remember playing that at Temple University. We rented it on 16 millimeter. It was $200 to rent it. And they loved it. Oh, my God. We packed them in for this movie. And I said, $200 for this horrible movie. But people loved it. That's what they charged like colleges to run it on film back then. Of course, now there's no film rentals. The film rentals, these actually, the very last 16 millimeter film printed on film for rental was Disney Pixar's Cars. That's how long ago it was. Cars was the final print struck on film. But you can print, guess what? The only place in the whole world you can get a 16 millimeter print struck. Guess where? Rome, Italy. I said Italy on purpose. Italy. Rome, Italy. There's one man there, a wonderful man. If you send him a digital file or a DVD, he will strike a 16 millimeter print for you on low fade. Looks absolutely perfect. Original, looks gorgeous. And there's a lot of people shipping prints, including big directors. We used to have a lab in New York. It's Jack Rizzo, wonderful man. He printed films for big directors because they wanted a 16 millimeter copy. That's my other love, this film. The last one is Kung Fu Master. So you already saw the 3 bills. Now, I'm not going to plug it in because as soon as I plug this in, I wrote dead short, the power supply light goes out. I can't see anything on it. Generally, a dead short is a part twisted or laying flat or a capacitor that's shorted. Who knows? But you will make out like a bandit if you can figure it out because Kung Fu Master has a nice value. There's nothing I can see obvious on the board, but PCB Junkie, if you figure it out, young man, you will be able to sell this board for good money. The countdown is almost done, and I think you won all 3 boards. You did. Done. We have 107 watching. I would really appreciate it if right now you would do a thumbs up. Okay, we have a best offer on not 1 but 2 Battlezone boards. I found these next door. Now, Battlezone was the only game Atari made. Pardon?
Where are you? We're on 16. Mortal Kombat 2 video.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's a right price.
Oh gosh. I thought this said, it does say 18. Listen, let me show you this stupid card. It looks like 16, for God's sakes. I'm going to kill him later. And it was right after 15. He's dead. Okay. Mortal Kombat. Soundboard, right? Oh gosh, it's down here, right in front of me. Okay. We had a Mortal Kombat 2 in here. I've already sold 20 of these. 20. We had a bunch of them. We tested, okay, it's clean as a whistle. I'm only down to a couple left that are tested and working, unless I find more. If you have a Mortal Kombat 2 and your game works, I would suggest it would be smart to buy a spare board. Now, this is the golden opportunity for you because to enter our drawing. Now, I can tell you right away, this board is not going to sell for $25. So, we have all these bids open. If you bid 0, 10, 15, 20, okay, if you do that, you'll be entered in our contest to win the t-shirt. You have to have a bid in. You don't have to win anything. You just have to have a bid in. So this will give you an opportunity to put a bid in for this board. Tim says, I used to collect movies in 16. Sadly, I sold almost everything. But I still have Ark and Mr. Gray. Anyone? I don't remember those two. There was a Twilight Zone about the prisoner with the rope around his neck. And the film was released to schools because, the occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge. Rod Serling purchased, the only time in all the seasons of the Twilight Zone did Rod Serling purchase someone else's movie, completely made by them, and air it almost in its entirety on the Twilight Zone. The original film was 33 minutes. He had to cut it down because of the commercials and the fade in and fade outs with him down to 24 minutes. The Twilight Zone people he paid $20,000 for the rights and 2 screenings of the film on TV. $20,000. He said it was the cheapest purchase for the show. Back in 1960, a 30-minute Twilight Zone in black and white cost between $50,000 and $100,000 in 1960 money. So it doesn't mean $1 million is that much now. When they say some of these episodes are only $1 million, $100,000 60 years ago, for God's sakes. So, but they were quality episodes. They had new sets every show. But anyway, that all came from a book, by the way, just so you know. Good. Everybody's putting in bids. This is good because you'll all be entered into the contest that's coming up. So, Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, you can purchase on eBay. I occasionally see prints without the Twilight Zone titles. It's the 33-minute version for around $40, $30 on eBay for in 16 millimeter. Anyway, enough of our learning. Start the countdown. Here we go. Now, this is a golden opportunity to enter a low bid if you don't have any desire to own this board. So you will be entered. Do we have a lot bids below 50? We do, right?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Now, is somebody going to win it, you think?
Oh, yeah. This is
Yeah, right on the nutbo. That's what we wanted. I wasn't sure. $100 is what I wanted for the board. And Mark IV did buy it. $100 for a nice Mortal Kombat board working. Cheaper than on the KLOV, isn't it? Isn't it cheaper than anywhere else? Look what one of our fans came in today. They drove here from Maryland. Oh, no, they're from Ohio. They were visiting and they stopped here. And they dropped off Father's Day Blend, Nottingham, Fireball Cinnamon, and Crunchberry coffee. I did film it with a good camera, so you'll see that, but I wanted to show you. Wasn't that nice of them? That was really nice. It's nice to be loved and not hated, right? Barry, she doesn't listen to me. She's just sitting there.
That's hard for her.
It is. Oh! What on... Oh! Good. Look. Yes, it's JAMA. Yes, it's playing the theme music. The board is as clean as a whistle. And we have this, is it a best offer or a buy it now?
Buy it now.
So we're going to put a price up there that's going to leave you in tears. Let me turn this down. Now, this game, does this have an Arkanoid spinner? I think this uses a spinner, like a Tempest spinner or an Arkanoid spinner. It's possible you could adapt it to use a trackball. I don't know. But I've priced this, I think, at a great price for a clean working board. What is that price, young lady?
Well, I just want to read PCB Junkie's comment first. It says, I bet this game never made money.
It didn't.
So he is not going to want to buy it for...
No. Does anybody want it for $60? Oh, God, nobody. Start the countdown. Start the countdown. I thought this would sell in a hot... I went on eBay, and I saw them on eBay for $100.
Yeah, it's a clean board with good
Yeah,
sound.
I don't know. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. I'll tell you what. Unprecedented, because we usually go and do it later. Drop it $10 and then put up the buy it now. Surely somebody will give us. Go ahead. Oh, she's still working on it. Surely somebody will pay $50 for it. Oh, nobody wants it for $50. Well, the countdown is on. Nobody wants my shitty board for $50.
I'm surprised on. Oh, no, double Aaron.
Double Aaron.
Thank you, double Aaron.
I'll tell you what, Aaron. I'll take you out to Applebee's, and we'll spend the $50 there. Okay, buddy? Good. Yes, you'll save the postage, too. Good. That's done. See now, that was easy to work with. You'll get dinner out of it. Well, I thought that was pretty neat of me. Now we're ready for Battle Turds, Battle Zone. Okay, I've never had a set of Battle Zone boards at one of our sales before. And I don't have one. I have two sets. I didn't bother testing them because each of them are missing socketed ROMs. And that's all I see missing. This is missing the big one. One of the 5 big ones is missing. But it does say on it, good board just needs parts. Who knows? Okay, so this is the soundboard. Now, I have some trivia for you. This is Atari's first game. The board was mounted this way in the game. But this is the game that if Atari could lay it down like this, you could put a skillet on the top of these 5 chips and cook a steak. My God, did those chips run hot? My God. All right, that's the soundboard. This is the picture board. The only thing missing, I don't know if all these chips are normally in it. I'm not sure. The processor's there. There's one ROM missing, and it definitely had a ROM. And I'm sure these are missing. But anyway, the pots are still here. Oh, there's one socketed chip, an 8-pin chip up here in the XY circuit. Everything else is there. So that's board 2. That's the main board. The next sound ROM board, the soundboard, okay, has 2 of those big-ass chips missing. But the EA-ROM is there. And, oh, wait a minute. Oh, God, wait a minute. This is a Tempest. I was thinking that, oh, no. I know I have more Battle Zones. So, this is a Tempest. Now, new thing, whoever wins the order, I will find another soundboard and it'll be all there, but it may be missing 1 or 2 chips, okay? unless you want the Tempest board instead. This Clodhopper, because it looks similar. Here, let me show you. It's similar, but it's not even close. So I'll kill them later. But if you'd want to keep the Tempest in the package, we can. Otherwise, I will find you, and whoever wins it is the high bidder. We can straighten that out later. The logic board is there, and look, it has the jumper. It's intact. It is definitely missing a couple socketed chips. The pots are there for the XY circuit, and it looks like somebody put a socket here, and that chip is missing. We could have blew it off, but we didn't. I'm looking for crystal. Crystal. It's never good if you don't see her. I can't see Mr. Crystal. I wonder if I can see it on this one. I don't see it standing up. See, Battlezone was that funny. Oh, okay. This one has crystal. This crystal is missing. She's not there. But the standing up crystal is on the other board. All right, Tim is the high bid. Kuda Sales is now the high bid. And once again, I'll switch the sound card, with a real Battlezone one. It's going to be missing a couple chips. We have no idea whether they would work with the chips in. I just have no idea, and I have no way to test it. Brian Lucas, wow, it's been ages where you've been. Paul picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue. Terry would have started the countdown. Well, no, it's Battlezone. You have to long drawn out for Battlezone because that's got to be the rarest board here tonight. We don't have a lot of rare boards anymore, do we? Tim is bidding. Actually, Tim missed last auction. I think you were out or something. And there's another auction. I think it's Monday. Somebody else is doing an auction the day after Father's Day. Yes, we're going to do, once again, Akuta Sales, the high bidder, at $220. We're going to do the auction on a Tuesday night and just experiment.
Nobody rushes Battlezone.
No, nobody wants my beautiful Battlezone.
No one throws Battlezone off the roof.
I get a cooking smell after playing Robotron for a long time. Well, I actually have in the warehouse 2 upright Battlezones and 2 cabarets. And I have one of the cabarets sold.
What the hell was that noise you just made?
And I got a $2,000 deposit on the upright, and I never heard from the guy again. And I don't have any time to dick around with him anyway. So it looks like, Tim, you were the winner. Your first purchase of the night, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm glad they're going to a man that appreciates them. Does anybody ever get Battlezone boards in now? I guess not these days. Item 17. And what is that? I see 18 and 19. I'm going to have to look and see. No, 19. We're up to 19. 19 is the power supply assortment. Oh, I'm trying, but I'm not succeeding. What we have here, you were supposed to tack on the failure to communicate. You didn't. I set you up for that, and you didn't do it, Jillian.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Now, at another auction, people were paying high prices for power supplies, and even though they weren't tested. So I figured, why not? I'll see what we have here. I have $25. Uh-oh, it says 6. There's only 5. Jillian, can you change that to 5, please? There's only 5. I don't know what the heck happened. All right, we have 5 Valley Power Supplies. That's $5 each if you look at the reserve. This one's clean, but it clearly says on it no 5 volts. September of 92. It was not retested since. I don't have a Space Invaders in the shop. This is a Space Invaders. I have no way to test it. So, you started the countdown. I didn't even show everybody. Oh, God. Okay. This one is, that has no markings on it. This is marked bad. Okay? This one is the one for, it'll Gorfa work in. We had put it in the game and sold the game 5 of 89. The game came back. It has one new cap in it that was changed probably in 89, but it's not the original cap. But now it says bad, missing cap. Missing cap? There's no caps missing. There's no caps missing, so I don't understand that. Okay. Phil's the high bidder at 30, and this one is truly untested. I did not test this. Cuda sales a high bid. This one may work. It's all there. So we have 5 power supplies, and they will sell. High bid is $35. That's $7 each, which I think is a good price. And Cuda sales, you've bought it. I'm very happy with that $35. So thank you very much. Now we have the Defender. I found this in a box next door when I was prowling around, I should say, for boards. We got cleaned out on most of our Defender cards. But I found, I'm going to show you why I picked this out. Because it was obviously pulled out of a game. And this is how it came in. The ROM board is perfectly intact. All right. The logic board, this is the first run of Defenders with one ROM. And somebody actually drilled holes in the board and mounted the battery holder with 2 screws. The back of the board is clean. The front of the board has acid damage from those shitty batteries that they never took out. But that's the extent of the damage for this board. But the other 2 boards we're going to package with this, well, let me see what the sticker says. The sticker says Williams Defender Set, Aardvark. You know what? There was an amusement. Yeah, Aardvark Amusements. Long bankrupt. I'm guessing. Here's a board we had shopped at one point. It has my sticker on it from February 2005. All the RAMs are intact. And we had put these, we had a lithium battery installed in this, a plug-in one. So there's no battery damage. It is clean as a whistle. However, it must not work because I would have put it back in the game, whatever it came out of. So, but it's clean. There's nothing missing. And the third board has 0 battery damage. So 2 boards have 0, but somebody has taken all the RAMs out. They also, 2 of the RAM sockets are damaged. What's this shit on me? Okay, there's factory jumpers. These are factory. But what's this shit on the back? Oh, somebody was trying, they soldered on wires. Probably their connector was not good. And they did direct wiring. So, it may be perfectly fixable. Certainly you have a good chance of repairing this simply because there's no acid. 2 boards have 0 acid on them. 1 board did work for sure for us, and then probably failed. Start the countdown. We have a $25 offer, but oh, hey, you just kicked the offer in. It has reached its $40 minimum. So we have 3 Defender boards and a ROM board. A Defender with not missing any chips. The chip that looks like it's missing really isn't. Hey, you just won the boards. You know what? The ROM board, Jillian, People sell the ROM board for $60. I've seen people buy my boards, and I see their listings on eBay, and hey, good, do what you want. You make the money because you laid the money out, and you have every right to make a profit. Right, Jillian? Jillian, I think it's now time, because we're now reached item 21. I'm going to open up. We got a mug. I wanted to share with you a new arcade that's opening July 1st.
First or second, yep.
This is the Museum and Restoration at the Electromagnetic Pinball. Can you zoom in, please? This is located in Rhode Island. What city?
Pawtucket.
Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Look at that. And we have a couple stills, don't we? Emily, what's
Emily and Mike.
Emily and Mike have put a lot of money on the line. They've rented this wonderful building, and they filled it with games. They're still working. It's a work in progress, but it's scheduled to open in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. In Pawtucket, Rhode Island. It's a flat rate. Is that correct?
Yep, $10 in and out.
$10. Stay as long as you want. $10. That's a great deal. How many games do they say they're going to have total?
I don't know. I didn't actually ask. I know they've got more than 40 pins in there.
Yeah, they have a lot of video games too.
Yeah.
So they have videos, pins. I'm getting a mug out of it. And you'll see Emily, you'll see them both at the Pintastic show in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Everybody keeps hearing that and they're tired of it, but I like that show.
And then I shot a video interview with them that you're going to put on your channel.
Yes, we're going to have an interview and a video. Jillian was there and filmed it, and we're going to post that. It'll be incorporated into one of my regular videos. She's going to send me the raw files, right? Good, okay. So we're going to run that so you can see this neat place. It's always great when a new arcade opens, isn't it? And, my God, $10. This is going to be the best deal of all. I don't think anybody's that cheap. Most places charge $10 an hour or 10 for two hours, but all day, for the whole day. Are they going to allow you to come and go?
Come and go, yeah.
Come and go. Come in the morning, play a couple hours, go out and have lunch.
And there's a barbecue place in the same building.
We're really excited. Emily and Mike are going to have a wonderful place. Open another arcade. They had a bunch of video games. I'm going to say there's going to be a total of 80 machines. Then they have a little store, and it's laid out really neat. So they have a couple big rooms, and then there's a couple side connecting hallways that are full of games, but they're sideways, so you can walk past them. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll have that video up soon. We're up to item 21. So we're going to do a few more items, and then we're going to have our contest. The next item is 2 Asteroids boards. I thought I had more. We're running out of asteroids. God, I can't believe we're running out of asteroids boards. We haven't sold that many. About 50 of them, 60 of them. Anyway, this first one says on it, Victory. I remember there was a Victory Amusements, Atari Asteroids. May 27th. There's no year, but I venture to guess this has been there for about 40 years. But anyway, once again, some clodhopper has robbed the 4 EEPROMs in the processor. And there's one chip missing. Cleanly removed, and crystal is gone. But the board is clean, and somebody, look at this. I've never seen, it has the regular little gain knob, but somebody put a bigger one in here, and it must have worked. By the way, do you see this code here? This you might find fascinating. If you ever get a game in a board, can you zoom in on this, sweetie? Right here. Do you see that? That means it came from Eastern music. It was a code. Actually, let me flip it around. You'll notice it says H3012. That's a warranty. That was stamped on it. They came up. I never cracked the code. It was a warranty on the board because they gave you 90 days when they sold the game to you. So you could walk in and say, I just got this game. And they look at it, oh, no, you didn't. It's not a warranty. And I never figured out the code, nor did I care. But it didn't matter. So anyway, that's board 1. We've already got $100 by Robert Freeman. Board 2 was actually one of mine. R means repaired, $9.93. We put it in a game, but in November of '95, we put a sticker on it. That's our sticker. It says bad graphics. And that was the end of the board. The board went up on the shelf. We probably gave it to Joe. Joe, unfortunately, very rudely, took the EEPROMs out and the processor. Oh, boy, this last EEPROM, there's an EEPROM in it, guys, but guess what? Oh, no, the legs are broken off. Yeah, that EEPROM is no good. But anyway. So, no EEPROMs, no processor. But everything else is intact. So we have a complete ass turds that didn't work, missing the 4 EEPROMs because it has one new machine socket in it though, and then the processor. And this one's missing the 4 EEPROMs and the processor and one chip here. Oh wait a minute, there's another chip. Is that no? It's not missing that. No, just the one chip. Oh, new thing. Thank you. I kept talking. People say I like to talk. Actually, I like to watch. That was the title of one of my favorite porno movies.
Oh, God. Thank God there's only 100 people watching you.
No, 114 according to my screen.
Yeah, but we just...
And if that horrible pigeon guy's watching, he's going to rip me to shreds.
But I put that 114 up there just to make you think that there are people watching. It's just
Nobody likes my crappy videos. I like to watch.
Jesus Christ, come on, let's get moving.
I do. Okay.
What's the lotion on the screen? What's the hose?
We're up to kangaroo. And we're also up to 22. Kangaroo. Things are going along. We're up to 32 items. We're not going to go over 32. We may go back and look at a couple things that didn't sell, but I don't think so. But anyway, because we're already at 848, working kangaroo board, thanks to PCB Junkies, kangaroo conversion. There's the red. Yeah, remember, the red is flaky. Oh, God, Jesus. Somebody actually put crap on the pot. Good God. Somebody put the stuff so you can't turn the pot on. There we go. Oh. I don't think anybody wants this. I went on eBay and we had an awful lot. I saw these up as much as $300 or something. It's $125. It's a clean as a whistle kangaroo board. Doesn't anybody want to give me $125 for it? It's a fun game. Actually, I had a cabaret in my basement for the longest time. Look, Silver Ball Wiz knows it's a good deal. It's as clean as a whistle. Kids go absolutely ape shit over this game. everybody thought I was going to say bonkers. You can zoom the camera back, young lady. We have 2 seconds to go. Silver Ball Wiz has purchased it. Thank you, Silver Ball. And guess what? This was the first kangaroo board I've sold in the 37 auctions we have done. And do you know why? Because I didn't have this connector. You know what? Did we have... We had a kangaroo in here. Oh, I was testing the power supplies in it. I remember now. Boy, this is on tight. You can make a sky skipper out of this PCB. Oh, thanks, Anthony. Apparently it's a... Oh. My God, this is a tight fit. That's a tight fit. It's a 2-stage power because, see, what makes this unique is you have this back piece. I'm exhausted. Listen. What? Tell me. Go ahead, tell me. Dillian said she did an upper decker in Tot. Oh. Did you?
No. I'll just start as usual.
Paul, you're an evil man.
All right, this next one is a buy it now.
A buy it now. Okay.
Crapcom Street Fighter 2.
Crapcom. Now, as I've mentioned before, I've sold more Crapcom Street Fighter 2s than anyone on planet Earth. Nobody has sold 30 of these.
I'm still awake, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
Jamma?
It is JAMA. Is that item 23? It is. Because while I'm standing here, I'm going to get item 24. I'm too exhausted not to. Okay. Now, here's the deal. This is a hyper fighting. It works fine. We are running out of these, I can tell you that. I have a bunch of non-working ones that I'm going to sell. I think I'm going to lump them all together because we've been combining, as I told you, one to make... You get to combine 2 to make 1. Now, you'll notice I'm going to wait until the advertising screen goes up so you can see it'll say Hyper Fighting. There we are, Hyper Fighting. Now, the problem is trying to play a game. It's very difficult. You really can't play this because it's I pecked the wrong button. Anyway, we're going to put a price up. Jillian's putting the price up now. Will anybody pay this price for it? 210. Acid Rain did. Good. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can sell these for $350. Whatever you sell them for, I don't care. Because if you don't buy them from me, I have no money. When you buy them from me, it helps me out. And when you sell them at a profit, it helps you out. Thank you very much. Does that make sense, Jillian?
Makes sense to me.
I thought so. Thank you. And it's good to be bona fide.
In front of you.
You're making me laugh, Barry. I'm good to be bona-fide. We found next door.
No dying in front of us, okay?
Well, I may need mouth to mouth. Does that qualify as dirty too? Oh, is the pigeon guy going to say awful things about me now? He said my show's a shit show. That's what he said.
At least he got one thing right.
Oh. Listen, we found, oddly enough, all 3 of these are fully complete. These are Spy Hunters. This is the main board. They call it the CPU for Spy Hunter. Only Spy Hunter that board this big ass board. Okay? If you have a Spy Hunter game, for instance, this is the middle board in the MCR set. I found 3 of them. Fully complete. There's not one chip missing. The Z80 is there. I just lied. There's a socket here. I can see there's a small socketed chip not there. I just lied, Jillian. It does have 2 ribbon cables on it. 3, actually.
14 inside.
Whew, I'm awful. But this third board is not fully complete. However, wait a minute. Let me just see something. What did I say?
3 complete, clean boards.
They're not complete. This one is not. And this is the board. But I'll tell you what. Look, you're gonna have a bonus here. Look what's on this other one. So here we have a bonus. I'm sure the ribbons aren't any good, but somebody makes ribbon cables. But this is complete. So the end board, the board that's always hiding, where you can't push the chips in. Oh, by the way, I have a video that if you have a board, the inside board, the biggest problem with this board is the graphics disappear on your screen. And then to get to it, you have to take all these damn screws out. With my video I have online, it shows you fixing an MCR. It was a journey. You take a wooden ruler. It needs to be wood because the steel one moves. You slide it in between the boards, right here along the chips, and then you crunch it. You push it, and it pushes all the chips down. And it actually fixes most problems. You can do it with the upper ones, too. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a clean end board with nothing missing. You're going to get a clean processor where some goon has taken a bunch of EEPROMs out of it and the processor. Creeps. But then you're going to get 2 more. So you're actually getting 4 boards. You're going to get 2 more complete CPUs. Tim is the high bidder. The countdown is at 15 points. So 3 complete boards and 4 total. But one of the complete boards is not the big one. You know, it says here 3 boards, some may be complete.
I updated it.
You just updated it. Okay. You should say 4
Well, it doesn't matter.
because you're getting 4.
I'm getting 4 now.
Okay, well, you're getting 4 boards. Kuda Sales is the high bidder. 3 of the boards have not been dicked with. It's dirty. This is just dirty.
You're the one who says this is a family show.
It is. That's the name of a man, Dick.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Richard Karanian.
Thank you. Kuda Sales is the high bidder. Tim has slipped in. Goon. That's right, goons. Todd and Toilet. You know, they call me Todd and Toilet now. Is my mind really in the gutter?
I think it's further than the gutter tonight. I
Go.
don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm giddy. I'm excited. I'm an excitable boy.
Yeah, we know. Tim Hoffman's at 150.
Tim is at 150. Thank you, Tim, so far. Looks like you're the winner, young man. You are. Tim has won the 4 circuit boards. Now, maybe Tim or someone else will want the next. And after we do this, we're going to do our contest. This is number 25. Okay, there are only 3 boards in 25. Okay, so this is item 25. And there are 2 complete video boards for Spy Hunter. 1, 2. I didn't take these apart. This is the way it was. And there, believe it or not, we found 1 soundboard. And I think it may be missing 1 sound chip. But it is a Spy Hunter. Okay? But I don't know if Spy Hunter had this. I know it doesn't have this one. I don't know if it had this. But it does say on it, won't power up. That was $397, and on $495 we wrote bad on it. But it does have the plate.
Starting the timer. No one
The timer, nobody wants them. So this is going to go right in the dumpster. No, it's not. Somebody's going to bid because there's still 12 seconds left, Jillian. Tim has bid. So,
Damn, that spoils what I wanted to do.
what did you want to do?
I wanted to count them. 1, 2, 3. 3.
You were going to break it, my boards in half. Tim, it looks like you're going to get these. Wow, how come nobody wants these boards? But I guess not. Tim, thank you, sir. You are the owner of more Spy Hunters. You must have quite the house. You must have a lot of boards in the house. A lot of boards. Now,
So what are we going on to 26 or do you want to?
4 Williams. Where the heck are the powers? Oh, you know what? I think I know where they are. 1 second. While I walk away, Jillian, I'm going to find these things, but we're going to set up now for the. You can hear the fans in the back. Okay, yeah, here are the power supplies. I knew they were back here. We are setting up now for our giveaway. We are giving away a T-shirt before we do the power supplies.
Because he just
Now-
walked away while he was talking.
Earlier, you heard me tell you about bidding to get the power supplies. Remember? Remember, I was telling you that to not to get the power supplies, to get the T-shirt. I'm going to tell you a little about the T-shirt, though. I had to get this stuff. So, I'm exhausted. Anyway, here's what we're doing. This is a T-shirt that Hardtop sent us. Outside Edge Hardtop, OutsideEdgeProducts.com sells hardtops to put on your game. Now, that was the video we premiered on the Thursday night. In the right corner, Pinbot gets a hardtop. They make hardtops. It's a thin piece of plastic. Here's a video. Never seen a Pinbot. And there's sound too. It's clean and clear. Listen. As this. Isn't it beautiful? We just finished this. It's ready to go. I spent a lot of time on this. Do you know how difficult it is to get this kind of a surface? Any idea? Any idea, Bill? Yes. It was pretty awful. And I was going to sell it as is, as a player special, but somebody ordered and said, can you make it beautiful? The only way we could make it beautiful is even Steven couldn't possibly begin to restore that. But you don't have to now, because there's some wonderful product that you can buy called a hardtop. This is what the hardtop looks before you install it. Oh, and here's my sound on yet? That was a piece of the video from last night, or Thursday night. I think it's 16:58. So if you want to watch the whole video about Pinbot and this marvelous hardtop, and we have a 2X shirt that they gave to us when we picked up the hardtop. Timmy and Tom and Sean were at the show. It was in Ohio, wasn't it? The show in Ohio where they picked up a hardtop for us for the wonderful Pinbot. And, oh my gosh, the guy's thrilled. Anyway, so I told them we would talk about their product and we would give away the T-shirt to a lucky random winner. Now, remember earlier I asked you to put a bid in, even if you knew you weren't going to win the item. Now, what we're going to do is, I'm trying to pick up this fuse that fell. Here we go. Jillian, in her program here, has a... So you see this or no? We're not going to stop it yet. Now, the name in yellow is, as you can see, these are all the people that put a bid of some sort in. In yellow is when you see the name that freezes on the yellow, that'll be the winner. Whoever this stops at will in fact win the T-shirt, and we will ship it either A, with your order, or separately if you didn't bid on anything else. We are ready, Jillian.
3, 2, 1, click.
It's not stopping.
It's not stopping. What happened?
M4 K4 Arcade. You have won. Oh God, Hydraulic was before. Hey You was after. Viscount. Silver Bowl was. Look at all the people that didn't win. But MK4, this is yours. And I know you bought something, so we will ship that with your item. That was fun. It was, wasn't it? Anyway.
Number 26.
We are ready for 26. We're running out of things. We're only going to go up to 32. I have one. This is tested and working. This is somebody's idea. Fix this! Instead of putting the right rectifier on, he put this thing on. But it works. We tested this in a Robotron, and it works. And it's clean. Obviously, if you buy this, you could A, leave it on there, or B, you could put the right bridge. But we're supplementing this working power supply with 4 non-working Defender power supplies. I think 2 of them are missing. One LED is out. There's one. Everything's there, including the fuses. Here is 2. Everything is there, including the fuses. There's even plates on it, mounting plates. Number 3, it is missing 1 fuse, and the 18,000 microfarad cap is missing. But that won't fix it. The problem wasn't the 18,000 microfarad. Okay? And the last one is fully complete, but probably 1 light is out. So in other words, we have 3 fully complete, but not working, and 1 that's missing the cap, and a working Stargate Robotron Joust power supply. And it's clean other than this hack job, which you can fix. So, I'll fix this. Everybody likes it when I do that. It looks like Cinestan is the winner. It's your first thing for tonight. So, thank you, sir. We have another winner, and we're up to 27. Well, whoever bought the kangaroo, maybe they'll want to buy the power supply for it. Do we have a power supply? And Jillian, do we have this up for a... this is the right price. We have an Atari working perfect. It was nice when people handed me the boards. Kurt was here last week. He went to his miserable kid's birthday today. What's more important, me or your stupid kid's birthday party? Silver Ball has put in a bid for this clean as a whistle, working fine kangaroo power supply. Looks like we only have 1 person bidding. This isn't going to sell, is it? Well, go ahead and start the countdown. Does anybody want this? I mean, if you have a kangaroo, you could throw this into the back of it so you'd keep it. I don't believe there's any other games it'll work in, because it's basically missing other components. It looks like we have 1 bid, and will it sell? No. It didn't sell. We'll try it one more time. We have 20 seconds. So let's see if anybody wants it. So far, so bad. Jillian, I'm going to blame you if this does not sell.
Blame away.
Happy Juneteenth. Yes. A wallaby game. Again. That was cute.
No sale.
After 40, all birthdays are miserable. My God. That's mean. Are they, Jillian? Do you think anybody is going to want to buy this board set? This is a working Donkey Kong cocktail board set. Now, it's they call it the 4-board set, and we have running on it Mike's Arcade adapter, his JAMA adapter. Boy, was that hard to fit on. But we did get it on, so you can see that it works. This will only work in a cocktail table. Why do we have those funny graphics now? Let me turn the voltage up, because there's 4 boards. It might be screaming for voltage. Now maybe let me turn the brightness up, because there we are. There we are. All right. Yeah, what the heck's that going on at the bottom? Huh. Let me see if we have an edge connector loose. We actually had this perfect and we were playing it. Of course, now that the game knows we want to sell it, it's not cooperating. Did it clean itself up? No. There's still fun jumpiness. Well, I was told that this board is the one that you can add the ladder cheat, and somebody else said you can put in multi Donkey Kongs in this. But you can only do it with a 4-board system. I don't know what's going on in the corner. I'm turning the voltage down just to see if it's too much voltage. That's interesting. Jillian, why don't you adjust the graphics and say some minor graphic flukes instead of works fine, so people know what they're getting before they bid more than the reserve. Let's see here. Were you able to change it? Oh, okay. Oh, I put, well, screen flip for the cocktail. I don't think these controls will work. No, they won't, because it's looking for the other side. Tim is the high bidder. Now I'll be able to play it.
It sold.
It did sell. So, Tim, you are the owner, young man. I thank you, sir. And the T-shirt just rolled on me. That T-shirt just wants to keep its eye out for me. Thank you, sir. What's interesting is this connector that Mike's Arcade came up with. And you have to make several wire connections into the system for it to work. Aha. Jillian has brought me the next items because she's anxious to finish the telecast. Yeah, we're running out of stuff, you know, guys. So thank you, Tim. That's your first purchase tonight, I think. So we have Aero Fighter. Here's what we have. We have some Marquees. Some of them are cut down. This is a big event golf that's yellowed on the back, and there's a cut on this side. Now, what I'm going to do before I ship it, I'm going to put a piece of mylar on the back. We're going to ship these flat. This is still very flexible, and the wonderful thing is it still has TNT Amusements in Williamsport, PA, There's a sticker on it.
Well, this one is Stan
Now,
Harris had to like.
Yes,
ruin
this is an
lazy
odd
song.
one. Stan Harris stuck. This was a marquee. See, Stan Harris is the full marquee, and they stuck the center of a Street Fighter on it. But you could trim this and hang it on your wall. I think it would be worth it. And then, good God, why did they do this? A cut-down Galaga. So they obviously fit this into something. This looks like a Frogger size. So we think maybe they took a Galaga and they converted it from a Frogger. But it's already met its low reserve. So it's basically, Hey You is offered $25 for the 4. So you get all 4. That's about $7 each, Barry? 7 times 4? Yeah, no less. $6 each. So we have 4 seconds to go. Hey You will be buying these for $25. And you have. They're yours. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And we're up to 30. What the heck's 30?
Translate.
The translights, yes. We've added something to the translights this week to get you excited. We have put in the hard to get and very, I think, rare Super Mario. But I'm going to show you all 6 you're going to get for one price. This is going to be whoever hits the button first, the right price. The first one is a very colorful teed off. Now you will get brand new ones. So in other words, what you're going to get is I'm going to give you 6 brand new pinball marquees. Jillian called it an instant wall,
Instant collection.
instant collection, or an instant wall. If you're putting them in your game room, especially if you can light them.
Yep.
Now, if you have grandmom living in the house, you can stick these over her window instead of having shades, and she'll see the brilliant colors from this. Was that a good idea? Did you like that?
Make her think she lives on a golf course.
Thank you. The next one is Dennis Hopper and Kevin Costner's Water World. That's number 2. Number 3.
She lives post-apocalypse.
This is rare. They didn't make many of these games. The back glass is funky. Big House. Okay? And once again, you're not getting these. You're going to get new ones. And people have been very happy with the ones they've gotten so far. The beautiful Wipeout. The only skiing-themed pinball other than that home game Aspen.
You know, I like Wipeout except for one thing.
What?
When the ski slope is doing its thing,
Right?
I hate the sound of that coil. Click, 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 click.
And you can still hear it through the glass.
Yeah.
Gottlieb shook the ski ramp with 2 coils. Williams on Indiana Jones used a motor. Okay, but the motor went bad on Indiana Jones, and the coils never went bad on the Wipeout. I know.
They had to be high-powered coils, so I understand.
Next one. The Gladiators. Actually, we sold one. I have a Gladiators in the back we're getting ready. You see the beautiful, this is nice. The greens, riches. And finally, well, Alpine Racer is a video game, not a pinball. So we were talking about the adult version of Wipeout's much better. Is there an adult version?
I'm guessing they're going to make some sort of sex or drug joke, so it could be Whiteout. I don't know. It's Goldwing, so now we have to wait for the answer. This is what they feel like listening to us.
Oh, okay. My grandma was All Ireland farting champion in 1943. Did they actually have a contest in 43? Ski jump. Ski jump and mechanical pin. Boy, I didn't know that. A puck chucker says it happens. Look it up. Ned Kid Skiing is the next Winter Games. That stupid Mario Brothers Mushroom World. There it is. So we have 6. Now, I think we've priced this correctly, considering we've added that wonderful thing into the mix. Jillian's going to pop a price up on the screen, and there it is. $210, will get you those 6 marquees. You can see people, or 6 back glasses. You will see people are jumping on this. They're not. Hit the countdown, Jillian. This is item 30. We have 32. You know, we're up to 112 watching. I think that's our high that I see on the screen. It doesn't look. Naked skiing is the next Winter Games. Really? Isn't it too cold for that? I think it is. All right, Jillian, there's absolutely no interest to this. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to drop the price by $20. I think that will do it. So Jillian's keying it in. Are you ready with your fingers? Because maybe that was a hair too high. Go ahead, Jillian. Show them. Knock them dead. She's loading it. She's loading it. Are you ready there to push your button? 190, folks. 190 for the 6 marquees. The countdown has started. Somebody just opened their wallet. They're counting the ones in there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You'll even take it in pennies later, ladies and gentlemen, or sequentially numbered $2 bills.
Sequentially numbered. Oh, my God.
It's your joke.
It is, but nobody wanted it. Nobody wants my shitty marquees. Okay. Drop them to 175, Jillian. I got to get rid of these. I need a little bit more money so I can fill the tank with gasoline. I need money. Will anybody want them for 175? You know what I'm going to do? I am going to call Gottlieb. I have the number memorized.
We're sorry, you can't complete the number as dialed. Please check the number and try again.
It's ringing. Hello, is Mr. Gottlieb there? I've dropped your stupid, miserable back glasses to 175, and nobody seems to want them. And there's 117 people watching. They're really pissing me off. I needed the money badly. What? You're thinking of reopening? And Brooks and Dunn will be your next game? Ah, and what? He said lower the price.
Well, if I'm lowering
How much?
I'm lowering it to my price.
160. 160 should take it. Thank you very much, Mr. Gottlieb. And we still do think Barbed Wire is a great game. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Well, there it is. 160. Start the countdown. It doesn't look good.
I think they actually just watch you to make sure that you've completely lost it.
Nobody wants my shit.
I bet you if you sold that phone for $160, I would buy it.
I can never buy it again.
I know.
Okay, it's time we move on to the Simpsons. We have a working Simpsons logic board. Barry, you're chuckling because I didn't sell those stupid things, right?
We're going to think about it till the next auction. I wish they had bought them then.
Hey, that's right. I'll put them at the next auction for $270.
Just put them in the barn.
Put it in the barn. That's what they did to a lot of games. The little footy here is loose. Okay. You know what? To ship this, I'm probably going to take the little footies off. This is a 4-player Simpsons. Jillian's going to cock the camera over. It is loading. Now, because it's the one player, credit is on the Marge. Oh. I think the brightness is too up. I'm going to turn the brightness down.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, that stripe going across at an angle is not on the screen here.
Which is?
You don't see the black stripe going. We don't
Oh,
see
yeah,
that
the
on
black
screen.
stripe is not on there.
Yeah.
Is Marge fully complete?
She looks fine. Yeah. I see her hair. I see everything.
Okay.
How's my hair? She keeps asking how her hair is. Your hair's great, Marge. Up at 280 with digital confusion.
Huh? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, the picture's perfect.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, the picture's beautiful. I wanted to look in there. How's my hair? So if you need one for your route location, like if you have one of those swim clubs for the summer. Now, it's plugged into the JAMA connector is mono, but there's a stereo input. So the JAMA mixes both tracks into one speaker. But you know, this game is so much better with stereo. Okay?
410.
Okay, so the high bidder is Alex.
50.
Rich wants this. Well, yeah, if you need a board like this to put in your, like your summer rental, you know, you have a game in the summer. This game still makes boatloads of money.
Simpsons is still really relevant.
It is. It's not only relevant, but it makes money.
Yeah.
And Rich, thank you very much. You are the winner. We're up to the last item of the night, but did we miss showing something, didn't we? We did.
You have posters. Clint.
That's right. Clint ordered one of my $8.99 posters. Here it is. Now look carefully at the picture because he's actually shared with me a video of that. That is a volcano cabinet, but he couldn't get parts for it. So what he did is he converted it to a virtual Gottlieb cabinet. And he sent me a video, but I didn't get a chance to upload it, of a game playing with the black hole, all the Gottlieb classics. And he put a big television in the bottom. But look what's on his wall. Do you know what that is there? That is me. And I'm framed. And you notice I wrote at the top, he asked me to say, kids go nuts for it, for this game. I didn't make that saying up. That was probably one of the distributors when they were selling you games, and they would say, kids go nuts for this. And there's really nothing else you can say to sell the game. You know, it'll make you money. Kids go nuts for it. I know Phil Sternberg said, I remember when I was looking at a Moon Cresta, he said, every route should have a Moon Cresta on it. He was so precious, and that's true. But anyway, the last item of the night, folks. This is it. And then we're going off the air because everybody is tired. Tired. And that is a perfect, actually it's a very nice, clean as a whistle, Return of the Jedi control panel. It's all intact. It moves. It springs back and forth. All the buttons are there. It came off a game they threw out. The guy said, do you want this? And I said, absolutely. So it does have the harness and plug in the back. You can put it on your Return of the Jedi, or you can put this on your Star Wars. Okay? If you need one. But it's this big panel that fits in the game. That was the control panel. The Return of the Jedi was, I think, the Firefox, wasn't it? Firefox, and then iRobot. The same little control panel, all steel, metal. We have a minimum reserve of 300, but we only have 175 offered by Hey You. We didn't have any more clips to run, did we? I don't think we did.
The hardtop video, we did Atlantis.
So while people decide whether they're interested in something like this, I wanted to tell you that we are going to do our next show on, I don't have my phone. Let's see, today is the 19th, right? Or is it the 18th? It's the 18th.
19.
It's the 19th. So it's not the 20th. Okay, you're looking here. So we're going to do the next show
29.
on Tuesday, the 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to try a Tuesday because what we want to do, guys, is we want to try a slightly different night because I think a lot of people are down the shore or they're away. They're not watching me. I like to be watched. Oh, look, that's interesting. Joe said there was one on eBay last week. Asking was 5,000. You probably mean 500. I think it's a good offer. This will go on YouTube. You know, nobody bought that ice cold beer logic board from me on one of the best offer sales. I put it up on eBay, and in 10 minutes I sold it for $350, I think it was. I've been putting everything up on. This will be on eBay, and I will put it up for $400. I may start it at $450. Does anybody want it? Duke Nukem, that's Lenny. So Lenny, that was called a mercy bid. Lenny put in a mercy bid to try to get somebody motivated. Nobody wants it. I thought we could. We'll try it one final time, and then we'll be done. I may go back and explore a couple things that didn't sell, but it seems pointless tonight. It doesn't seem like tonight's a big... Well, Jackie's at the beach and watching. Well, boy, I bet it's beautiful out tonight, isn't it? Oh, man. That sounds good. It's the 20th where I am. Welcome to the world of tomorrow. Isn't it neat we have people around the world watching us? Why two types of bulbs in the... we had a curly Q fluorescent and two incandescents. I didn't have any other incandescents.
Make this auction take forever.
Oh, 190. Well, we can talk. I mean, we're having fun still. I didn't want to sign off yet. We're having fun. Now, I haven't even started on an edited video. I'm so tired. We have so many orders. I may have to put you, I'll have Barry painting cabinets, and Jillian, I'll have you changing the rubbers, and Megan can clean the legs. Well, you know what we do now? We take the legs, it didn't sell. We take the legs of all the pinballs and we have them all powder coated. So if I sell you a pinball machine, it's going to have powder coated legs now. So that's standard. Could you look and see if anything else didn't sell? We could try quick stuff. I think we had a total of 5 items. Obviously, we're not even going to get close to the reserve on that, so we won't bother doing the Return of the Jedi again. But, we had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. Prices won't come down. That's right. You are right, Paul. The pinball machines won't come down. Thank you, Alex. Oh, Alex loves it when I go, bags! Everybody does. Cheer up. I'm just teasing. We had a good time tonight. I really think so. Do you see any offhand? Jillian is searching the database. You know, Jillian wrote the program that we're using. There's nothing like it out there. Nothing like it. And it makes it much easier for us to collate and send bills. I'm going to ask her, though, if the next bills we send out, it would have the item name and the price. We just tell the total what's due, but we can always see. You can always check your account by logging in on sale@tntamusements.com. Everything you purchased and the sale date are there on the screen, and then so you can always look. This is the buttons didn't sell.
Buttons didn't sell.
Do you want to come down $5?
They'll sell if you do.
So we'll come down $5 on the buttons. So we have to do a new auction now, because people, you know what? Sometimes I remember people said, "Gosh, they spent money, and they don't have the money anymore because they spent it on another auction item, or they went out and bought a fifth of whiskey or something." These are the brand new. I'm going to show you. They're brand new arcade buttons. Yeah, I have to clear it. Yes, let's clear it. We're going to clear all the bids. Okay? There's 40 brand new 1980 buttons. I bought thousands of buttons from Amusement Emporium in 1989 or 90 when they switched over to the micro switch buttons. They didn't want these anymore. They didn't want to deal with them. Now, what the deal is, we have 10 red or cream red. Beautiful, nice and smooth. We have short. We have 10 short white. We have 10 long white. Okay. And we have 10 short clear. These will light up if you put a light behind them. Now, these have really strong springs in them. They were really meant to go in like a Robotron. You'd light the start buttons up. Okay? That's what they were designed for. So, anybody that puts a bid in, anywhere from Duke, Letty, you're having a lot of fun with this, and so is Paul. We started the countdown. Any bids in $5 increments. The high bid, if you guess right on the button, or it's $5 over or $10 over, you win it. There's only 8 seconds left. There's no more bids. Nobody wants my crap. Aha, Phil, you won. I tell you what, Jillian, that's the cheapest I've ever sold. Not quite. It's a little over $1 a button. What'd that be? $1.25 a button. They sell elsewhere for $1.99, but we appreciate that. Phil did buy the rubbers, so do you see it? Jillian's looking. We're going to do another one or two, and then we'll be done. It's already. We still got 150. We actually have 115 on my screen. It's 9:38. She's looking for the next thing that didn't sell. Smood. What's Smood? SMOOOOD.
This one did sell.
Defender sold. Yes. Let's see. Goldwing says, Goldwing, Cyclone, $6 Million Man, Airport, and about to get Joker. Oh, that's what you have. Okay. Well, $6 Million Man is really nice. I remember Airport. That was 1975. And about to get Joker Z. Now, we called it Joker Z. Other people called it Jokers. So, I don't know. It didn't sound right. So Joker Z made more sense. But, yeah. Oh, yes, Anthony. I know what you mean. He's talking about mixing buttons. The outer ring is a different color than the inside. And that happens when you're at location and the game's broken. You're trying to fix the game. You don't have any buttons that are complete or something. Or you have too long a shaft and it takes a short one. So you combine two different parts, two different elements to make one. The kangaroo. Okay. Drop the kangaroo to 10 less. Clear it. We're going to do, I think this is the last thing. A kangaroo power supply. Where did I put that, Jillian? Here it is. Basically, we have a power supply that will only work in Kangaroo from what I've researched. The official number on it here, down here, Atari, if you look at your Atari power supply, it'll have a stamped in number, and then handwritten after it is an O something. O1 is asteroids. It's also lunar lander. And there's another game too, Deluxe Asteroids. And pole position. O2 is the most popular one. O2 is everything's on the board. And then from O3 to O6, they're all different configurations. This is a Kangaroo, and we are selling it for the right price. We've rearranged the price. We've lowered the price, and we will sell it for a price that'll flash on the screen. But we have to get some bids because I don't have it priced at minus 200. I don't think anybody's going to... I guess I could give it to him and give him $200, right? Anyway, it doesn't seem like there's any interest, but we will start the countdown. So if you could type the price you want to pay for this, and if you are right on the number, what I asked for, or like right above it, you will win. Duke Nukem not going to win because we don't have minus numbers. Doesn't look like there's no interest. Oh well, that's it. Next one. Do we have anything else, or was that it, Jillian?
Let me see.
I'm not doing the Star Wars handle.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do the return.
I was disappointed in that.
And I wasn't gonna bring back up the translates. And then it was the only other one is the Kangaroo. Everything else is
Okay.
that's it.
That's it. My gosh, I'm tired too. I had my second COVID shot, and my arm is sore, but I'm just tired now. So the second shot was better than the first, but I think we had fun tonight, and we did it all clean, didn't we? Wasn't our show clean? It wasn't full of vile filthiness and perversion.
Nothing like that.
I didn't have beautiful hooker models draped all over the pinball machines I bought cheap, and then made a calendar out of it. Did I do that? Did I have a calendar of 12 tacky
Because
pictures?
you are a Mr. Rogers wannabe.
That's right. Oh, he hates me.
Of a meatball sub in here.
Half of a meatball
We
sub.
can sell half of a meatball sub. We'll pay $1
Yeah,
for it.
well,
We'll ship
sorry
it to
I
you.
mentioned it. And I'd have to pay the shipping.
Thank you, Anthony. We had a good time. And Alex, thank you very much. Father's Day is tomorrow. My daughter has a 1 o'clock show. You're welcome if you're going to be here. My younger daughter, my wife and I, and Jillian, and Barry, and Megan, the six of us, will be sitting on lawn chairs outside watching the show. And it should be a lot of fun. Do you have lawn chairs? I don't know. We have some, but I don't think we have six.
Just bring a blanket. We'll sit on the grass.
I just thought of that. I didn't even think of that. The show's outside. It's at 1 o'clock, folks. Good night, Chuck. Good night. If you want to come, it's 1 o'clock. It's free. It's in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. At the we have a link on my Facebook page if you wanted to come. But we're going to Daddy Pop's, but not that early. They're going to check out, and then we'll go to Daddy Pop's, right?
Sounds good.
And then I'll go home and collect the family, and then we'll meet up at the show. I'm going to be at TNT tomorrow night, probably getting some stuff, though. Do I have folding chairs here? Gosh, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks. We do appreciate it. Jillian's going to put the end title up in a second. Remember, Tuesday a week, and I'll have a post. If you're registered on sale.tntamusements.com, I'll give you a 4-day email reminder that it's coming. we're going to have 32 more pieces of junk to sell. Who knows? We may have something you really want. Thanks again for watching. Good night.